Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely well. Guys, in this video we are going to do last minute preparation strategy of TCS Ignite and Smart Hiring. So if you are also going to prepare for your exam, that is TCS Ignite and Smart Hiring, make sure that you watch this video till complete end, because in this video what I have done is I have taken all the topics that are important from quantitative aptitude, and I have taken all the important formulas. We are going to revise all those formulas. Wherever required, we will also see the example questions, basic example questions, so that you will know in how to apply those formulas and in which types of questions. So basically this is a quick revision guide, I can say, for all of you. If you have been following my videos from quite long time, and if you are not aware, I am creating a complete playlist on TCS Ignite and Smart Hiring preparation. If you haven't checked it yet, please make sure, I would highly suggest to check that, because we have practiced a lot of questions so far. Okay, so this video is going to be super helpful for you. So before we start or dive deep into this video, if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel, as I regularly upload these kinds of helpful videos for all of you. And this is the playlist which I was talking about, in which I have uploaded a lot of videos, not only videos, but I have solved the complete sample paper given by TCS itself for Ignite and Smart Hiring. So make sure to check all these videos. It is going to be super helpful for you. Now let's start with our today's video. First of all, let us understand what will be the pattern of the exam. So see, you will have numerical ability, verbal ability and reasoning ability. Okay, three sections in which you will have 20 questions from each section. Okay, and you will get 30 minutes for each part. Now you will also have one coding question which is optional. If you want to take that, you can take it. If not, you can skip that. That is optional. Okay, and you will get 30 minutes for it. So the total duration of the exam is going to be 90 minutes. There is no negative marking in the examination. Languages that are allowed for coding question is C, C++, Java, Python. In some cases Perl language is also allowed, but I know most of us are not going to use that. That is why I have not taken that language here. But I hope now you understood the pattern of exam. Let us, without wasting any time, start with our formulas revision. So see, first topic, as I told you, is our like numerical ability, right, which is quantitative aptitude also we call it as. Now in numerical ability we have different topics, and we have also solved many questions around every topic. So let's revise those formulas quickly. The first topic is LCM. Okay, so guys, like if you are already aware and if you have your own way of finding LCM, it's not mandatory that you have to use these formulas which I am telling you. Okay, this is just for quick revision, but it is totally on you. If you feel that your way of solving question is much like preferable to you, so don't use those, because I don't want to suggest you that you change your way of solving questions, because and especially at this end moment. Okay, if you already have a way of solving questions for any particular topic, keep that only. But this is just a quick general formulas which I am talking about. Okay, see, the first is LCM of A and B. How can you take it out? So LCM of A, you can find it out by A into B and GCD, which is greatest common divisor of A and B. Okay, with this you can find out the LCM. Now there is one shortcut for LCM and HCF. If you are given an LCM and if you are given an LCM and the numbers, and if you are asked to find the HCF, so the formula or the trick is LCM into HCF is always equals to the product of numbers. Okay, so if you are given two numbers, three numbers, and you are asked to find LCM, and or you are given two or three data and you are asked to find fourth data, you can use this formula also. Okay, that is LCM into HCF is equals to product of the numbers. Let's see the next is, which is HCF, which is highest common factor. In HCF is the highest number that divides the given numbers completely. Okay, so if you have two or three numbers, you have to find out the highest number which will divide those three numbers completely. Let us now see divisibility rules. Now what are divisibility rules? Like for example, if you are given a digit, okay, and if you have to check whether that big number is divisible by 6 or divisible by 2 or 3, how can you do that, right? So there are some short tricks for that also. Most of you might already be using it, but just for a quick revision I have taken this. Let's see. To check if a number is divisible by 2, what you need to check is if the last digit of that number is even. Okay, for example, if we want to check if this number is divisible by 2, so what we will check, if the last number is even, then we can say yes, this is divisible. Next is 3. If we want to check if this number is divisible by 3, what you will do, you will sum the digits. Okay, which means 4 plus 2, and the digit that will come, if this digit is divisible by 3, yes, is it right? So this is divisible by 3, so yes, we can say that this is also divisible by 3. Okay, the number is divisible by 3. Next is last two digits form a number divisible by 4. So see, in this case what usually happens is, in this case what usually is there that if you have a number, you have to check the last two digits of a number. If it is divisible by 4, then you can say that the number is divisible by 4. Next is your 5. So if your last digit is 0 or 5, then you can say the digit is divisible by 5. Next is your 6. So you have to check in order to check if a number is divisible by 6, you can check if it is either divisible, if it is both divisible by 2 and 3, then it will surely be divisible by 6 also. Next is 8. So last three digits of a number, if it is divisible by 8, then you can say the number is divisible by 8. Next is 9. If the sum of digits, all the digits in the number is divisible by 9, that the number will also be divisible by 9. For example, 81. So 81, if you sum 8 plus 1 gives 9. So this number is divisible by 9. 11, alternating sum difference is divisible by 11. Okay. So these are some of the divisibility rules that you can follow while solving question. Now let us see one example. Okay, for this purpose. So what we are going to check, 2340. So 2340 is divisible by 6 or not. Okay, so what I told you, in order to check if a number is divisible by 6, what you need to do, you need to check whether it is divisible by 2 and 3. So first we will check if it is divisible by 2. To check if it is divisible by 2, we will see the last digit. If it is even, then yes, it is divisible by 2. To check if it is divisible by 3, what you will do, you will sum all the digits, that is 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 0, which is equals to 9. So yes, 3 is divisible, 9 is divisible by 3. So yes, this number is also divisible by 3 also. So you can say the whole number is divisible by 6. Okay, so that is why yes, it is divisible by 6. Hope you have understood what is divisibility rules and how you can follow them. Let's quickly move on to the next formulas that we have. Next formula is about geometry or mensuration. Okay, in this what happens is you will have different shapes, right, in your geometry. So we have this area based questions also very frequently coming in. So let's see what are those formulas and quickly revise them. So first formula is about rectangle. So if you have to find the area of rectangle, the formula is length into breadth. Okay, whereas the perimeter of rectangle can be find out using 2 into length plus breadth. Okay, next is your square. So area is can be find out side square and perimeter can be find out 4 into side. Next is our circle. So area of circle is pi r square, where pi value you can put it any 22 by 7 or 3.14 according to the question. Okay. Next is your circumference. So circumference formula is 2 pi r. Okay. Next is your triangle. So the area of triangle is half into breadth into height, and the perimeter is a plus b plus c. Okay. Next is your equilateral triangle. So equilateral triangle area is under root 3 by 4 a square. Okay. Equilateral triangle is a triangle which has all its three sides equal. Next is your trapezium. So trapezium is like the area of trapezium is half into a plus b into h. Okay, this is your formula for trapezium. So these were about some of the 2D shapes, and we also have 3D shapes. Okay, so let's see what are those formulas. But 3D shapes questions don't come very frequently, but still we'll just practice the formulas. So the first one is cube. Okay, so volume of cube is what? S cube, and total surface area of cube is 6s square. Next is your cuboid. So volume of cuboid is length into breadth into height, and total surface area is 2 into length into breadth plus breadth into height plus length into height. This is whole multiplied by 2. Okay, make sure that you just don't multiply 2 with the first one. Okay, next is the cylinder. So for cylinder, the volume is pi r square h, total surface area is 2 pi r into h plus r, and then we have sphere. So for the sphere, we have the formula is 4 by 3 pi r cube, and total surface area is 4 pi r square. Okay. Now these are some of the formulas. Now let us see quickly one example question based on this, so that we understand how to apply these formulas. Now guys, before we look at the example question, I just want to humbly request all of you, if you feel that these videos are helping you, please like this video and share it with as many people as possible, so that it gets reach and many people can get help with that. Okay, because I'm providing all this for free, whereas you can see in the market all these things are provided at a cost, right? So I just want to help as many people as possible. That's it. Okay, so let's see the example problem that we have. So I told you, right, what we are going to do, we are going to take a basic question. You will not get this basic of a question, but the main agenda is to understand those formula. Okay, so let's see, find the area of a circle with a radius 7 centimeter. Okay, so now in the exam, how you will get a problem based, okay, word problem situation. From that you have to figure it out how to solve this question. So let's see, radius is 7 centimeters. So, and you are asked to find the area of circle, so you should be aware about the formula. So area of circle is what? Pi r square, right? Then what you will do, either you will substitute the value of pi as to 22 by 7 or 3.14. Now in this case, see, if you substitute 3.14, then it is going to take a lot of time for you. So you have to be like cleverly substitute the value. Okay, don't substitute the value. Okay, if you know that 7 is given to you and if you use 22 by 7, right, it can easily get cut off, right? So why to use 3.14 in this case? Got my point? So you have to understand what is the figures given to you in the question. According to that, you have to use the value of pi. Okay, if it is like if it is like, you know, any 100 or something which will be easily like, you know, which can easily remove the decimal point, then you can use that value. But if it is 7 or a multiple of 7, then why not using 22 by 7? Got it? So this was one example. Let's see the next one. Volume of a cube. So find the volume of a cube with side 4. So the formula is as is cube, which is side cube. So simply we will do 4 cube. Okay, and 4 cube is 64 centimeter cube. Now guys, one more thing I want to tell you, that you see, you should at least, not all, but at least up to 12 or 15, you should have you should remember the squares. Okay, like what is the square of 12? Okay, it's 144. Okay, and in the same way, what is the square of 9? It's 81. In the same way, you should also have basic, like up to 5 cube also, 5 or 6 if you remember cube also, which is good. Okay, if not, don't stress out, but it is good to know. Okay, if after this exam, maybe if you have some time, just memorize these. Okay, because it will be very helpful to solve questions. Let's move on to the next one, which is questions from formulas from arithmetic ability. So arithmetic ability have different topics in it. Okay, first one being percentage. So let's see how we solve percentage based questions. So if you have to find x percent of y, what you will do, so whenever there is x percent, okay, so x percent, just remember that it can also be written as x by 100, and off can be written as multiplication, and then there is whatever digit is. So in this way, x percent of y can also be written as x upon 100 into y, and then you can easily solve it. Let's see the next one. To increase x by y percent, the new value will be what? So see, this is the, you know, in some question it will be mentioned that increase x value is increased by y percent. So what does that mean? You can easily substitute those values in this way: x into 100 plus y divided by 100. Okay, let's see next one, which is profit and loss. So profit percent, how can it be calculated? Profit upon cost price into 100. Loss percent is again loss upon cost price into 100. And discount is what? Discount is marked price minus selling price divided by marked price into 100. Okay, basically you have to calculate the discount upon mark price into 100. Next is your simple interest formula. Simple interest is, we have practiced a lot of questions if you have seen my videos on simple interest also. PRT upon 100, where P is pure principal, R is your rate, okay, and T is your time. Okay, so these are the things which usually in simple interest based question, what will be there is, there are 4 things actually: simple interest, principal, rate and time. So you can be given, you will be given 3 things and you will be asked to find 4 things. Okay, for example, you will be given simple interest, principal and rate, and you can be asked to find time. So you can just rearrange the formula to find the answer. Okay, let's see the next one, which is compound interest. The formula of compound interest is A equals to P into 1 plus R divided by 100 whole raised to power T, where T is time, P is principal and R is rate. Next is your ratio and proportion. So if A is to B is equals to X is to Y, then you can write A is equals to KX and B is equals to KY. Let's see the next formulas that we have for this section, which is speed, time and distance. So we know the speed formula is distance upon time, and in the same way, if you are asked time, you can rearrange the formula. Time can be sent there, speed can be brought down. If you are asked to find distance, you can do speed into time, all of that. Okay, now you have the formula for relative speed. So opposite direction, what you will do, you will sum up, okay, which is S1 plus S2, and if it is in same direction, you will do S1 minus S2 mod. Okay, next is your time taken to cross a platform, which is train based questions, right? You will have questions based on trains. So in that, what you will do, length of the train plus platform length divided by speed. Okay, next is your time and work based formulas. So in time and work, if A completes a work in X days, then A's 1 day work will be how much? 1 by X. And if A is n time efficient than B, then what we can say is A will take 1 by n of the time that B takes. Okay, these are some of the things which we usually like take care. Let's see some example questions based on this, so that you understand more like how to use these formulas. Let's see first example, which is based on profits and loss. A shopkeeper buys the pen for 50 rupees and sells it for 65 rupees. What is the profit percentage? So see, buys means 50, cost price, SP means selling price, which is 65. We have to find the profit percentage. We have already seen the formula of profit percentage, what it was: profit upon cost price multiplied by 100. Okay, so we just need to substitute the values. Profit is what? Profit is selling price minus cost price, which is going to be 15, divided by cost price, which is 50 into 100, right? So this will be 10 will cut with 10, 55 will be 2, and then 15 into 2 will be how much? 30. And we are asked profit percentage, so we will also apply the unit, which is 30%. Okay, Next is your speed, time and distance formula. Let's see, a car travels at 60 km per hour for 2 hours, find the distance. I told you, right, the formula of speed is what? Speed is distance upon time. So again, in this case, we are not asked speed, but we are asked distance. So you can easily do distance, speed into time, right? So speed is given to you 60 and then you are asked time, which is 2. So it is going to be 120. Hope you have understood. Next is your time and work based question or example. I can say the example is A can complete a work in 5 days, B can complete it in 10 days. How long will they take it together if they work? Okay, so see, what you can do is work done by A in 1 day will be 1 by 5 and work done by B in 1 day will be 1 by 10. So to together 1 day work that they will do will be 1 by 5 plus 1 by 10, which is going to be 3 by 10, and the total time that they will take will be the you will change the numerator to denominator and denominator to numerator, which is going to be 10 by 3 days, which can also be converted to decimal. So based upon your options that you have, if you have the options in fractions, you can select that. If you have it in decimals, then you have to convert it to decimal. Hope you have got it. Let's now quickly move on to the next section. Again, guys, I just want to remind you, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so, because it takes a lot of effort to bring such type of content for all of you. Okay, let's see the topics which are elementary statistics, and we have formulas on elementary statistics too. Let's see the mean formula. So mean formula is sum of terms about number of sum of terms divided by number of terms. Okay, sum of terms as in you will be given some terms. Okay, and so you have to sum all these terms, and then number of terms is what? 1 2 3 4. Okay, so something like that. Okay, like for example 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 divided by 4. Okay, in this way you can find the mean or average. What is median? Median is the middle term when arranged in order. For example, if this was given in not in a sequence, right? 3 2 1 4 it was given. So first you need to arrange it in a sequence 1 2 3 4, and then after that the median one. Okay, median one we have to find out, and you have to give the middle term. Next one is your mode, most frequently occurring number. So if you are given a series of numbers, whatever the numbers that is occurring most frequently will be your mode. Okay, next is your variance. So for variance, the formula is summation of x minus mean square divided by n, and your standard deviation is under root of variance. Okay, let's see one of the example question on this one so that you understand it better. As I told you, you are given a series of numbers, you are asked to find mean. Okay, so simply how can we calculate mean? Sum of terms. So sum of terms, what you will do, 4 plus 7 plus 10 plus 13 plus 16, and then divided by the number of terms, which is going to be 5 in this case. So the total answer is going to be 10. Okay, hope you have understood it. Let's move on next to the next section, which is your logical reasoning part. In logical reasoning, you have different topics again, right? I have not taken all the topics. There are a lot more topics, but most frequently from which the question comes, I have taken those. First one being your sitting arrangement. In sitting arrangement, you have circular. For example, if left is clockwise, right is counterclockwise. Then linear, face same side, then arrange normally, face opposite, then left, right. Okay, we will see one example, then you will understand better. Blood relation, son of your father's brother is your cousin. Okay, then father of your wife will be your father-in-law. Okay, and then mother sister son is your cousin. Okay, so these are some basic relations. Now let's see examples. Okay, first one is A is to the left of B and C is to the right of B, who is in the middle. See, A, you have to note it like this. Okay, A is to the left of B. So if B is here, its left is A, so A will be here, and C is to the right of B, so C will be here. So who is in the middle? We got it in this way. Okay, so you have to note it down in such a way. Next is your example, like for this one, a relation based question. So pointing to a man, a woman says, his mother is the only daughter of my mother. How is the woman related to the man? So see, if you have seen my questions, I have posted one of the videos in that series where I have taught just for like around 1 hour just relation based questions only. So you know, whenever we solve this kinds of question, there are diagrams that we have to follow. Okay, for example, we have diagrams like circle, we have diagrams like square, okay, which denotes the gender of a person. So using that you can simply solve it. Okay, so make sure to check that. The answer for this question is going to be the woman is man's mother. Hope you have got it. Let's quickly move on to the next section, which is going to be syllogism. Syllogism is also part of your reasoning. So in syllogism based question, we usually use Venn diagrams to determine if the conclusion logically follows from the given statement. Again, there is a complete dedicated video in the series based on syllogism. Make sure to check it if you haven't done yet. Data sufficiency based questions will also be there. For example, you will give an option A, like statement 1 alone is sufficient, statement 2 is alone sufficient, statement C both together are sufficient, and option D is neither of it is sufficient. Okay, so based on it you have to select your answer. Let's see a few of the statements based question. See, first is all cats are mammals. So how all cats are animals? So how can you write it? Okay, using this one Venn diagram, you can mark it in this way. Okay, all cats are animals, right? This shows that all cats are also animals, right? What is the second statement? All animals are mammals. So all animals are mammals. How you will draw? You will draw it in this way. Okay, so now all animals are also mammals. Now what you are asked is, all cats are mammals or not? Okay, this was basically your you will have this as a question, and you will have the options as true, false, or something. So the statement is, all cats are mammals or not. So see, according to this diagram, all cats are coming under mammals, so you can say this is true. Okay, hope you have understood it. Let's move on to the next set, which is our verbal ability. So you also know that we have 20 questions from verbal ability. Let's practice them. So in verbal ability also, we have different topics like articles, preposition. What are articles? Articles are a and the. Okay, we have to you will be given a sentence, you have to fill in the blanks with the proper article. What are prepositions? Prepositions are on, in, at, by, with, for, since, until. Okay, so you will be again given a sentence, and you have to replace it with the correct preposition. Then we have questions based on tenses: past tense, present tense, future tense. Past is like I work, so it will be he works, and then present is I work, then he works. Past is I worked, he worked. I will work, he will work. Okay, so these are based on tenses. Next is your sentence completion. So see, in sentence completion based question, what you need to do is, you need to fill in the blank with the correct preposition, verb form, or conjunction, any of them. Okay, next is your error spotting. In error spotting questions, you will be given a sentence which some part of it will have error. Okay, and you have to correct it or rectify it and give the correct answer. So for example, if you have she go, then the correct form of it will be she goes. And here in the second one, if you see wrong tense usage, this sentence is wrong tense usage. Okay, like he has went, so it should ideally be he has gone. Okay, next is your reading comprehension. So see, for reading comprehension, there is just a one tip from my end, that read the question first, then scan the passage for answers. And if required, you might need to read the passage for twice also. Okay, so don't think that okay, just by one reading only you will get it. So let's now quickly see some questions for this one, verbal ability. So see, we have this type of question where you need to identify the error in this question. So see, this part is bold, you need to tell what is the error. So she go to school every day. The correct one for this one will be, she goes to school every day. Okay, let's know every day. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Next is your, she dash run or runs very fast. So you have to select the correct one. So the correct answer will be, she runs very fast. Okay, in this way you will get different types of questions. We have tried to cover the most important and frequently asked ones. And okay, so we have almost came to an end of this video, but there are some important things still. Please stay. I will suggest some tips from my end. So some tips is, first of all, make sure that you manage your time very efficiently, otherwise you will be short of time. You might know things, okay, but you will not get the time to solve them. So make sure that you manage your time. Don't waste time on one question. If you feel that okay, I'm not able to solve it, like quickly move on to the next one. Don't waste any more time. Okay, next is your eliminate wrong options. Okay, there is a trick called as eliminating options. So for example, in some of the aptitude based questions, if you are solving it, if you found that some part of the answer, okay, try to look it in the options. Okay, if only one option is matching according to the answer which you are finding out, then select as that only as the answer, eliminate the other options. Okay, that will save your time. Next is your practice mock test. If you remember, in our last minute preparation strategy video, in the description of that video I have given a lot of helpful links for mock test and actual previously asked question test papers. Please make sure to check those papers and practice from that too if you have time. Okay, so guys, now we have seen a lot of things. I have two DIY questions for you for this video. Make sure to attempt it and write down the answer in the comment section. The question first is, pointing to a paragraph, Ravi said, he is the son of my grandfather's only son. How is the person in the photograph related to Ravi? And you have the option as brother, cousin, father, and uncle. This is your DIY question number 1. Let's see DIY question number 2, which is this series based question. Find the missing number in the series. And we have the series as 2, 6, 12, 20. And then we have to find this missing number in this place. And then we are also given the next term in the series. You have to tell what will come in the place of question mark. The options are 30, 28, 32, and 26. Okay, you have to comment down the correct answers of both the DIY questions, and please share your review also in the comment section if you have liked the video and is it helpful for you or not. So that's all for today, guys. I hope you found the video helpful. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. Make sure to join me on Telegram and Instagram as well. You can ask your queries in the Instagram DM as well, and if you need any content, you can request it on our Telegram channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet to receive all the latest regular updates. I regularly post off-campus drives and preparation related videos for placements on my channel. So that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching the video.